Have you seen this slander? Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. It's true. Well, he is my icon. He is my icon. He is iconic. And yes, I drew inspiration from him, looking sexy, looking zesty. You know, he looks like that Mike Pillow guy with that hat. When I say Trump is being zesty, you think I'm saying that in a homophobic fashion? I'm saying Trump is if you're new to the broadcast, which you clearly aren't, I'm saying Trump is ace biromantic. This is a sincerely held belief that I have, okay? Trump is one of the gayest presidents we have actually ever had. And not only is that the reality, okay, it's probably one of his only redeemable qualities. This is not like a pejorative. This is just a fact of life. Donald Trump is 100% basically as gay as, if not gayer than, Abraham Lincoln, okay, who just straight up had sex with dudes, his bodyguard specifically. There is not a day that goes by when Donald Trump is not talking about fucking Phantom of the Opera or numerous other Broadway shows. He very famously wanted to be a Broadway producer. He raped women. How is he asexual? That's so crazy. That's a crazy question to ask. You think rape is rape because they derive sexual satisfaction from like having sex with a woman? No, they rape because they want to have power over victims. It perfectly is aligned with what I'm talking about. It's crazy. People are just like, bro, I can't believe you were talking about a guy who wants to build a ballroom at the White House, who has routinely brought up Andrew Lloyd Webber in the affirmative in front of like fucking the Longshoremen's Union. You know what I mean? In like totally ridiculous places. And you're over here being like, well, that is a bridge too far to call this man zesty. That's wild. Caleb Heron backing your claim? Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump is one of the gayest people I've ever seen.
Elaborate.
Donald Trump is old school gay. Because, you know, gay guys used to be mean before media training.
And they're nice now.
Gay guys are nice now. I mean, look at me. I do believe that bi people exist. I have grown a little weary of hearing from them. What would I say to Ben Shapiro? A lot of people are short, unattractive, and annoying. You talk about one of the f***iest people to ever walk this earth. You're going to have trouble getting this episode monetized on YouTube.
Oh, honey, I'm going to bleep the out of what you're saying.
You're going to bleep every one of those?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm an artist. I'm a perfect sweetheart. I've been nothing but kind on the show. Donald Trump is old school gay where he, you know, he should have been like a red carpet fashion advisor or something. He should have been standing on the side and being like, that dress, honey, I don't think so. That would have been amazing. I would have watched every night. Instead, he ran for office on a platform of mass deportation. So that's where things got tricky, obviously. But I do think he's very gay.
Bro, Hasanabi vindicated again. Ain't
I'll
no
kiss
way.
every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is. I'll kiss him, not with a lot of enjoyment, but that's okay. But Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it. President, he calls me, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so that's nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy, very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. President, could I ask you a question? What? Look at the muscles of this guy. Excuse me. Could you stand up? Look at that guy. You in the beautiful white shirt.
Bro, this is 4 minutes and 20 seconds of Donald Trump being a fucking diva, okay? Being an absolute queen. Look, like I said, this is the only like human quality to Donald Trump. It's just, that's it.
Look at this guy. Holy mackerel. I'm looking at him. I always wanted to look like that. I just didn't want to do the work. You look good. Don't let anyone stop you. You look good. Put on Pavarotti singing Ave Maria. Nice and loud. Turn it up louder. We want a little action here. Turn it up louder.
Elon Musk, do you plan to speak to him on the phone anytime soon?
I haven't really thought about it, actually. I would imagine he wants to speak to me. I would think that. If I were him, I'd want to speak to me, and maybe he was already called. You'd have to ask him whether or not he's already called. But I'd have no problem with it. Well, I don't want to say that, but I would imagine he'd want to talk to me.
Did you ever play an instrument?
I played like for very short periods of time. the flute. Would you believe
really?
that?
Did you like it?
I had flute lessons. It's the first person that's ever asked me that crazy question. Yeah, I had flute. Can you believe it? I could have been a flutist. We had a lot of choices, putting it on that hill, putting it different places. It's such a beautiful pole, we thought we'd put it near. I mean, it always looks best when it's near a Doral. I put it right near. I have a similar pole. And these are the best poles anywhere in the country, or in the world, actually. They're tapered. They have the nice top. You know, I don't know if you people are aesthetic. You know, they're the fake news. I don't know about I don't know if they're. But it's a very exciting project to me. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest.
Okay, this is the final nail in the coffin. Trump on Wendy Williams in 2012.
I work really long hours, and my boyfriend is starting to think that I may be cheating on him.
Whoa.
How
Are
do-
you? Are you cheating?
I am not, Donald. How do I assure him that when I'm at work, I'm actually doing work and not someone else?
Now, Donald, I'm going to let you answer first. And your wife is a businesswoman, so I'm
Well,
sure she
that's
works
correct.
late sometimes as well.
But I think if he has that in the back of his mind, I mean, do you love him that much? Can
Absolutely.
you live without him?
No, I cannot.
This is the happiest I have seen this man. He should have just remained a fucking TV personality. I'm telling you, this is why I said, like, the best possible outcome would have been for him to go to prison for January 6th. And then we just basically make it seem like he's still president. Like, we build a fucking White House for him, okay? 24/7 cameras. We just tell him he's president, okay? And he's just constantly playing out the roles without any sort of like real presidential power. It would be the greatest piece of television ever created. It would bring back people. All the cable cutters would go back to TV to watch it. Yeah, the Truman Show, but Trumpman Show, you know? Fuck it. You could literally tell him that he's no longer president, but he can like act as the president on TV 24/7. I think even that would be fine.
Because, you know, if he has that now in the back of his mind, that'd be trouble.
It's only going to
For
get
the
worse.
future, I'm saying.
How long
Okay.
have you been with him?
12 years.
And how old are you?
32.
And why boyfriend? He's not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another show.
Oh, well, here's what I would suggest. You tell him that you're working late, and he better not, to prove his point, try to roll up at the job and do something embarrassing like, where is she, or cruise the parking lot.
Okay.
If he can't take your word for it, then you know what? After 12 years, maybe this is not the guy for you. And if we have
Unplug his controller is perfect. Like, just unplug his controller like your little bro, you know? He just thinks he's playing, but he's not actually playing. But it doesn't matter. He's deriving satisfaction out of it anyway. You know what I mean? It's just such a perfect win-win. Like, we could have had that. We could have fucking had that, dude. Justice is served, okay? And he's so happy that, like, his fucking Heil Hitler brigade won't even get mad because they see how happy he is. And they're just like, well, he's so happy. Like, who am I to say he should still be the president? You know what I mean? And you can have, like, visitation. You can have like fucking people that we just lie to him that are like world leaders come and like meet him and stuff. You could like introduce guys that claim to be, I don't know, Mark Rutte or whatever, because he doesn't know any different. He doesn't know any of these fucking people. You know what I mean? You could even have him, because he's old as fuck. You could have him basically have like Kim Jong-un impersonators show up and like talk to him like he's actually the fucking leader of North Korea. And he's not going to know any better. And I would love to see like whatever the private conversations we'd have with these people like Benjamin Netanyahu, thinking he's actually talking to the Benjamin Netanyahu.
have another show on why it is you want to get married and he hasn't married you, then maybe they need to break up.
And you know what? I'm looking at you. You will have no trouble getting guys.
That's crazy. You will have no trouble getting guys. Looking at you. Amazing. Trump today did another gay press conference.
You're going to pick a movie actor with a bad build, okay? A nice face, but a bad body. And he said, I can't have these guys because he's a tough cookie, and he knew exactly what it took. He knew what a boxer's body was. So they brought him one, and I won't tell you who it was.
I'm so happy that one chatter was trying to be like, oh, dude, I hate that people use like zesty as a pejorative when they just want to say gay and they're trying to be homophobic, because it took us down memory lane, like a beautiful trip down memory lane where we're just looking at Trump's gayest moments compilation.
But it was a big name, but the chest wasn't exactly what you need. One shot and your heart would pop out.
What?
That wasn't too good. Then he did another one. He was fat, sloppy, but had a good face. Then he did another one and another one and another one. And he turned it down. He wouldn't take $1 million. He wouldn't do it. that when they saw him, they said, you know, you'd be actually pretty good for this role. And he had never done this before, anything like it. But think of it, he turned down $1 million. He had nothing. He refused to let somebody else play. He didn't want to play it. He wasn't original. He did it as a writer. But he ended up playing it because he couldn't find anybody else that fit the role. And who knew what would have happened? He's become a legend of the silver screen, a true legend.